Hey, welcome back to Rob's Garage Woodworking. Today I picked up a little something for when I'm walking the dog in the winter. And I got these. These are called Korkers Ultra Ice Cleats. And they are an adjustable fit. And I've had other ones sort of like this that didn't really work out because they wouldn't stay on your boots. So I'm going to try these ones and see what happens. You see these cleats at the bottom? They're pretty neat. And that just fits over your boot. So my boots are fine in the snow and everything, but once it gets a little bit icy and once that snow is like hard packed, and if you live in like a subdivision and stuff, a lot of times they don't salt the roads, or and I don't have sidewalks where I am. All right, so the problem is that when you're out walking your dog, you can be really slippery, and if the dog is a larger breed dog like what I have, if they yank at something, if they see a rabbit or a squirrel, then you are gone, right? So in the summertime it's not a big deal, you just gotta yell at the dog, but in the winter you could totally use your balance and wipe out, and the older you get the worse it is. So I'm gonna try these out and we'll see what happens. So these ones go over the front of your boot, over the top, and around the back, and they have like an adjustable strap. So they look a lot better just being able to go over the front of your boot. Question is, can I get them over the front of the boot? They're just like a cap almost. They just come off like that. You just pull them off, and then you can adjust them. Alright, so here they are on the boot. I'm not sure that this is necessarily a good idea. We'll see. The problem is that, and what I've had problems with this style of thing before, is that this part, or the front part, won't stay on the boot. Now, this is way better than the other ones that I've had, and it fits way higher. Which is really impressive, but the thing is, will it stay without, sliding off as I'm walking through the ice and snow and slush? Will that stay on the boot, or will that just slide off? And this part here, should be higher. It should be mounted like that. Instead of being mounted at the bottom, should be mounted at the side. And that strap should go across here, which would hold that in place better. Alright, so the idea is that you can slip these on easily. It's quite the wrestling match, so it's not something that you're going to want to put on and take off your boots. So either you buy a second set of boots, or what do you do, right? Here's Radar. Okay. And we're going to go for a walk, and these are really, really noisy. Alright, dog, let's walk. Let's walk, come on. Alright, so there's a bit more packed down snow on the road today. But it's really icy underneath, and that's why I'm wearing these. Okay. So like here's an icy spot, and you can walk around on this, no problem. It digs right in. You get really good grip. Awesome. So I'm going to finish my walk here with the dog and evaluate it after. Alright, so I took the dog for a nice long walk with these boots, with the cleats on them, and when I came back, one of them was pulled back like this. So it doesn't really fit under the heel well, and that's a design flaw. Now if they had a strap that ran down the sole of the shoe, holding the two ends together, that would be a better design. The heel cap, I'm a little concerned that that's going to fall off, and if they had a strap that went from the heel cap to the toe cap along the side of the shoe, that would be a better design. Once again, I didn't design these. The toe cap Really nice design. Fits firmly over the toe, holds really, really well, and that's great. The cleats in the front were good. They gave me lots of good traction, so I was really happy with that. Overall, this is actually the best pair that I've had, so this is my third pair. The other two wouldn't stay on my boots, and this one did stay on my boots. It's not the greatest, but it's decent. So if you're doing a lot of walking, I have to walk my dog a couple of times a day, and I'm out on icy roads, so I need something like this for sure. Other options that you have, other companies make these obviously, and then there's a couple of companies that, well, one company that I noticed at Mark's Work Warehouse that has retractable cleats in their boots, but they're like $300 boots, so I didn't buy them, and they didn't look particularly comfortable. So once again, if they looked really comfortable, I would have been all over them, but they looked like they were really stiff and that they wouldn't flex at all. So I decided to go with these. So these were $35 Canadian, and there was a sale at Mark's like last week, and it was, you know, almost 50% off on everything. So it was a good value. So yeah, they're not the best, but they're not the worst. They're kind of middle of the road for this sort of thing. And if you need something, these will work. Now, they're hell to put on, easy to take off, but difficult to put on. And if you're taking these off and on a couple of times a day, you'll just hate your life. But it can be done. So I would probably just buy another pair of boots and just leave these on all the time. So that's probably what I'm going to do. And then just have one pair to walk the dog and one pair to do other things that I have to do. Anyway, that's my final thoughts on the product. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a good time out in the snow.